There is a frequency that wealth lives on. It is not hidden in the noise of fear or the static of doubt. It is not buried in the rush of the world's competition. It is already broadcasting. Softly, steadily, like a golden current flowing through the air you breathe. And tonight, I invite you to tune your life into that frequency. Most people strain, they chase, they claw, thinking wealth is outside of them. But wealth is not a distant treasure to be hunted. Wealth is a song, and you, my friend, are the instrument. When your thoughts, your words, and your emotions are in harmony, you begin to vibrate in tune with abundance itself. Think of your mind as a great receiver. When you dwell on fear, you pick up fear's signals. Scarcity, delays, closed doors. But when you turn the dial of your inner life to gratitude, to faith, to expectation, you suddenly catch a different melody. Opportunities appear, inspired ideas arrive. People and resources are drawn to you as if by magic. Speak only what uplifts. Every word is a seed planted in the soil of your future. Will you plant seeds of poverty by complaining, by declaring, I can't, I never, I don't, or will you plant seeds of prosperity by saying, I have, I can, I receive? Speak as if the wealth you desire is already yours. Feel it. Live it. Tune into it. Wealth is not only money, it is the fullness of life. Ideas flowing, doors opening, health glowing, relationships thriving. When you are in tune with the wealth frequency, you will not chase, you will attract. You will not strain, you will align. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a great golden light surrounding you. This light hums with possibilities, with inventions yet unborn, with opportunities not yet seen. Now, see yourself standing tall within that light, declaring, I am tuned into wealth. I am tuned into ease. I am tuned into divine supply. I carry that declaration every morning, every evening, until it becomes your natural vibration. Watch as the world responds, not by accident but by law. The wealth frequency is real. It is waiting for you to match it. The dial is in your hands. Turn it. Align with it. And watch your life bloom with riches beyond measure. Your thoughts are tuning forks. What you dwell upon becomes your broadcast. This single truth carries the weight of an entire world of transformation. When a person sits quietly and considers what passes through their mind day after day, they may begin to notice that their thoughts have a rhythm, a tone, a soundless melody that repeats itself over and over. Some thoughts vibrate with worry, replaying old failures, rehearsing future fears. Other thoughts carry hope, gratitude, vision, and courage. Every thought you allow to take root within you begins to hum, and that hum becomes your signal to life itself. Life, in turn, is like a great echo chamber. It responds not to your words alone, but to the inner vibration from which those words are born. If you continually dwell on lack, life will faithfully send you more images of lack. If you dwell on opportunities, on wealth already being yours, on good coming to you in unexpected ways, life will send you matching proof. Imagine for a moment that your mind is not only a thinking organ, but a great instrument, like a violin or a harp. Each time you repeat a thought with feeling, you pluck a string. If the string is a note of gratitude, your whole being resonates with the energy of gratitude, and that sound travels far beyond what you can see. It moves into the unseen realm where possibilities gather, and it draws to itself more things to be grateful for. On the other hand, if the string you keep plucking is one of doubt, then the vibration sent out is restless and scattered, and life mirrors that back in confusion and obstacles. This is not fantasy, but a deep law that underlies all creation. What you dwell on within becomes the pattern for what takes shape without. Think of those moments in your life when you were completely absorbed in a problem, and notice how heavy and slow everything felt. Then recall times when you were full of joy and expectancy, and notice how quickly solutions appeared, how easily opportunities slipped into your hands. That is the tuning fork at work. Your thoughts strike the note, your feelings amplify it, and your reality begins to dance to that music. The more conscious you become of this process, the more deliberate you can be in choosing the tune you play. There is great power in simply pausing to ask yourself throughout the day, what am I broadcasting right now? Am I broadcasting lack or plenty? Fear or faith? Defeat or victory? When you ask these questions with honesty, you begin to see how often you unconsciously repeat a note you do not wish to hear. That is your moment of mastery. In that moment, you can stop, breathe deeply, and choose again. You can replace the tune of worry with the tune of expectation, the tune of anger with the tune of peace, the tune of limitation with the tune of expansion. And as you do, the vibration shifts, not only within you but all around you. The world may tell you that your circumstances decide your thoughts, but the deeper truth is that your thoughts are deciding your circumstances. You are not a powerless receiver, you are a powerful broadcaster. Every day you are sending out messages, and life is faithfully echoing them back. So guard the melody you play. When you wake, play a note of gratitude. When you work, play a note of service and creativity. When you rest, play a note of trust. Soon, the wealth frequency will be so clear within you that the world cannot help but harmonize with it, and you will live in the music of your own making. Every word spoken is a seed. Plant abundance, not lack. When you open your mouth, you release more than sound, you release energy, intention, and creative power. Long before any garden ever bore fruit, a seed was placed into the soil, nurtured, watered, and protected until it grew into something visible and tangible. Your words are those seeds in the garden of your life. Each phrase you speak carries the potential to bloom into circumstances, opportunities, and outcomes that match the nature of the seed you planted. Many people go through life speaking carelessly, scattering seeds of complaint, frustration, doubt, and lack without realizing that each one is taking root somewhere in the fertile soil of their future. They say things like, "I can never get ahead," or "Money always slips through my fingers," or "Nothing ever works out for me." And then they are surprised when their life seems to echo those declarations. The truth is that words do not disappear after they are spoken. They hover, they plant, they weave themselves into the unseen structure of your reality. When you speak with confidence, faith, and gratitude, you are planting seeds of prosperity, healing, and joy. You are setting in motion currents that move people, resources, and ideas toward you. When you speak words of lack, fear, and defeat, you are planting seeds that choke your progress and scatter your energy. The remarkable part is that you hold the power to choose your words every moment of every day. No one else can govern the vibration of your speech. It is yours, sacred and potent. Imagine standing in a vast field with a bag of seeds in your hand. Every word you utter is a seed you cast upon the soil. Would you fling weeds carelessly, knowing they would grow and overtake the harvest you desire? Or would you select the finest seeds, rich with potential, and scatter them with purpose and love? Life is listening. The soil is always ready. Every word plants. Every word grows. Even when you joke about failure or poverty, your subconscious mind does not laugh. It takes your words seriously and begins arranging circumstances to align with what you have spoken. Begin to notice the language you use in daily conversation, in quiet thoughts under your breath, and in the stories you tell about yourself and your life. Replace statements like, "I can't afford that," with, "I am learning to allow greater supply into my life." Replace, "I am always unlucky," with, "Good things are finding their way to me even now." This is not mere positive thinking. It is the deliberate planting of seeds that will become your lived reality. When you bless your work, your home, your money, your opportunities, you charge them with the energy of growth and expansion. When you curse them or speak ill of them, you shrink their potential. It is never too late to start planting anew. Even if your past words have sown a field of weeds, today you can begin scattering words of wealth, harmony, and joy. Each declaration of abundance loosens the soil. Each blessing waters the ground. Each affirmation invites the sun to shine on your seeds. Soon, the words you spoke yesterday will blossom into the wealth you experience today. Speak as though you are already walking in a garden of plenty, and watch how life rises to match the harvest you have declared. The universe responds to vibration, not struggle. Align, don't chase. So many people exhaust themselves trying to grab at opportunities, pushing and forcing, believing that only through relentless effort will their dreams come true. They run faster, work longer, and worry more deeply, but they often find themselves standing still, wondering why life refuses to open. The truth is that life does not answer to frantic motion. It answers to the quiet, steady rhythm of your inner alignment. Everything in the universe is vibrating. Every star, every cell, every thought, every emotion. When your vibration is in harmony with wealth, opportunities flow to you naturally, as surely as rivers flow to the sea. But when your vibration is tangled with fear, resentment, or desperation, you send out mixed signals, and life reflects those mixed signals back to you. Think of a radio. You do not chase the music, you tune in. You do not shout at the radio to play your favorite song. You adjust the dial until the frequency is clear. In the same way, wealth and abundance are already broadcasting their signal, but you must become still enough, clear enough, and aligned enough to hear it and match it. Chasing often comes from a belief that you are separate from what you desire. But alignment is the recognition that what you desire is already within reach, already present in an unseen form, already seeking you as much as you are seeking it. When you align your thoughts, words, and feelings with the reality you wish to live in, the struggle dissolves, and the flow begins. There is a deep difference between action born of desperation and action born of alignment. Desperation carries a vibration of fear, a vibration that says, I don't trust life to take care of me, so I must force it. Alignment carries a vibration of trust, of faith, of knowing. I am in tune with the supply of the universe, and my steps are guided. The actions you take from alignment are inspired, light, and effective. They do not drain you, because they are powered by the current of something larger than yourself. When you are aligned, you begin to notice signs, nudges, synchronicities that lead you forward without strain. To align yourself, you must first quiet the noise within. Breathe deeply, release the anxious thoughts, and begin to focus on what you wish to feel rather than what you fear. Gratitude is a powerful tuner. It raises your vibration instantly, shifting you from scarcity to abundance. Faith is another tuner. It reminds you that the unseen is more powerful than the seen. Joy, even in small doses, sharpens your signal. The universe is not testing you with obstacles. It is waiting for your signal to be steady. When it is, doors open with a sense of ease that seems almost miraculous to those who have been striving without alignment. Let your energy lead and your action follow. Do not chase after wealth as if it is running from you. Instead, become the person who naturally receives wealth by cultivating a vibration that matches abundance. Imagine yourself already living in that reality, feeling the security, the freedom, the generosity that comes with it. Hold that feeling until it hums through your whole being. Then, when you move forward, you will find that life seems to meet you halfway, bringing you opportunities, ideas, and people that resonate with the frequency you have chosen. Alignment first, action second, and wealth becomes not a struggle, but a song that flows through your life effortlessly. Wealth is not pursued, it is magnetized by inner harmony. The very idea of chasing wealth creates a feeling that it is somewhere far away, hiding from you, something you must run after or even fight for. Yet the deeper truth is that wealth is like iron filings drawn to a magnet. The magnet does not run after the filings, it simply holds its charge, and the filings rush toward it. In the same way, when you cultivate inner harmony, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with abundance, you develop a magnetic presence that draws opportunities, ideas, and resources toward you without strain. Inner harmony is the state of knowing that you are worthy, that life is abundant, and that what belongs to you by divine right cannot be withheld. When you rest in that knowing, you radiate a frequency that life cannot resist responding to. Many people live with inner conflict. They desire wealth but secretly believe they do not deserve it. They dream of prosperity while constantly rehearsing stories of failure and limitation. They work tirelessly on the outside, but hold doubt and fear on the inside. This lack of harmony creates static in their vibration, and the universe reflects that static back through delays, struggles, and half-fulfilled results. To magnetize wealth, you must become whole within yourself. Every part of you, your thoughts, your words, your emotions, must sing the same song of abundance. This does not mean you will never feel fear or doubt, but it does mean you consistently return to your center, to that calm place within you that knows abundance is natural. Inner harmony begins with self-awareness. Listen to your inner dialogue throughout the day. Are you silently criticizing yourself, cursing your situation, or doubting your abilities? Each of those thoughts sends out a weak signal that repels what you desire. Replace those thoughts with gentle, powerful affirmations. I am worthy of wealth. I am open to receive. My life is filled with opportunities. These words are not magic on their own. They become magic when they are believed, felt, and repeated until they become part of your identity. When your heart and mind agree on these truths, you create a field of harmony that radiates far beyond what you can see. Harmony also requires releasing resistance. Stop wrestling with life. Stop resenting others for their success. Stop measuring your progress against someone else's. Every time you resent or compare, you break your inner harmony. Instead, bless the wealth you see in others as proof of what is possible. Let their success inspire you rather than unsettle you. When you bless rather than resist, your vibration softens and strengthens at the same time, becoming more magnetic with every passing day. As you move through life in this state of harmony, you will notice subtle changes. People will speak your name in rooms you have never entered. Ideas will come to you effortlessly, as if whispered by some higher intelligence. You will feel calm even when circumstances look uncertain, because your wealth is no longer tied to fleeting appearances. It is rooted in the deep certainty of your inner state. That calm is magnetic. That certainty draws supply from the unseen into the seen. You will discover that wealth is not a trophy you must win after a long chase. It is the natural response of a universe that feels the music of your harmony and rushes to meet it. In this way, wealth becomes less of a pursuit and more of a companion that walks beside you as you live in tune with your true self. Gratitude sharpens your signal. Complaint distorts it. Every moment of your day you are either strengthening or weakening the frequency you are sending out to the universe. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you possess, because it immediately lifts your energy and clarifies your vibration. When you genuinely feel thankful for what you already have, you are telling life, I see my blessings, I honor them, and I am ready for more. It is like polishing a mirror so that it reflects light more clearly. Complaining, on the other hand, clouds that mirror. It sends a signal of dissatisfaction, lack, and resistance. When you complain about what you do not have, you are actually amplifying that lack and inviting more of it into your experience. Most people do not realize that their habitual words of discontent are creating the very conditions they wish to escape. Think about the way you feel when you focus on what is going right in your life, even if those things seem small. Your heart softens, your shoulders relax, your mind opens. That emotional shift is not just pleasant, it is powerful. It changes your vibration. Opportunities seem clearer, ideas come more freely. And you suddenly notice solutions that were hidden when you were wrapped in frustration. This is the sharpening of your signal. Gratitude tunes you into abundance, because it aligns your focus with the reality of good that already exists around you. And the universe, which operates through vibration and resonance, responds by sending more of the same frequency into your life. Complaint, by contrast, sets up a discordant tone. It says to life, I do not trust you. I do not believe in your supply. I am focused on what is missing. This vibration repels good. Even when something positive is trying to reach you, complaint acts like static interference, distorting the signal so that blessings take longer to manifest or slip by unnoticed. Some people think that venting or complaining is harmless, but every repeated word becomes a brick in the house you live in tomorrow. If those bricks are made of gratitude, your house is strong and beautiful. If they are made of complaint, your house becomes fragile and filled with shadows. To cultivate gratitude, begin with what is right in front of you. Thank the breath in your lungs, the roof over your head, the lessons you have learned from past challenges. Thank the money you do have, even if it seems small, and bless it as seed that will multiply. Thank the people who have helped you, and even thank the difficulties, for they have refined you. As you practice gratitude, you will feel your signal becoming clearer, stronger, more magnetic. You will start to see evidence that life is listening and responding in kind. A small, unexpected gift arrives. An opportunity you thought was lost returns. Someone offers help just when you need it. These are not coincidences, they are reflections of your sharpened vibration. Guard against complaint as you would guard against poison. When you catch yourself grumbling, pause and redirect your focus. Ask yourself, what can I appreciate in this moment? Even in a difficult situation, there is something to value. A lesson, a hidden blessing, a strength within you that is growing. By shifting into gratitude, you change your inner weather from stormy to sunny, and the outer world soon follows. Over time, you will see that gratitude is not just polite manners, it is a spiritual technology, a finer tuning instrument that aligns you with the wealth frequency. The more you practice it, the more your life will shimmer with evidence that abundance is not coming. It is already here, and now your signal is clear enough to receive it. Faith is the invisible frequency that pulls riches from the unseen to the seen. It is not simply wishing or hoping, it is a deep inner knowing that what you have asked for, what you have aligned with, is already on its way to you. Faith is like a bridge that spans the gap between the invisible world of ideas, energy, and potential, and the visible world of circumstances and form. When you walk across that bridge, you are moving with confidence long before you see the evidence. Many people wait for proof before they believe, but true faith believes first and the proof follows. This is the way the universe works, and it is how every great creation has been born into reality. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. You do not dig it up every day to see if it has sprouted, you water it, you trust the process, and you hold a vision in your mind of the tree or flower that will emerge. That is faith in action. Wealth works the same way. When you declare your intentions, when you align your thoughts and words with abundance, you are planting seeds in the unseen. Faith is the unwavering trust that those seeds are alive, that they are growing in secret, and that they will burst through the surface at the right time. Without faith, you are tempted to dig up the seed, to doubt the soil, to speak words of defeat that halt the process. Faith is not passive, it is an active state of trust. It holds you steady when circumstances seem to contradict your vision. It whispers to you that the delay is not denial, that unseen forces are arranging themselves in your favor. Even when outer evidence looks bleak, faith keeps you tuned to the wealth frequency, preventing you from dropping into fear or scarcity. This is why faith is often described as the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. It is a substance, a vibration, a power that shapes reality from the inside out. To cultivate faith, you must first learn to quiet the noise of doubt. Doubt will speak loudly, pointing to the facts, the bank balance, the closed doors, the past disappointments. Faith speaks softly, reminding you of the infinite supply behind all appearances, the unseen streams of good that are ever flowing. Feed faith with affirmations, with images of your desired life, with gratitude for every small sign of progress. Refuse to let fear have the last word. Each time you choose faith over doubt, you strengthen that inner bridge, making it easier for the riches of the unseen to cross into your lived experience. Watch how life responds when you hold faith unwaveringly. A chance meeting introduces you to someone who opens a new path. An idea strikes you in the quiet of the night, and it becomes a source of income. A door closes, only for a better one to open days later. These are not accidents. They are the outer evidence of the inner work you have done through faith. You are no longer chasing wealth. You are drawing it, like iron filings to a magnet, through the invisible frequency you have chosen to maintain. Faith is not about ignoring reality. It is about choosing which reality you are willing to believe in. There is the visible reality of limitation and struggle, and there is the invisible reality of abundance and supply. Both exist, but only one will become your experience depending on which frequency you hold. When you live in faith, you live in expectation of good, and the universe, faithful to its laws, delivers it in ways you could never have scripted. Let your faith be your constant companion, and watch as the unseen turns into the seen. As wealth flows from potential into your hands, and as your life becomes a testament to the power of believing before you see,